Hey guys, we're gonna try this again. I don't know what happened the first time, but here we go. Anyway, the movie starts off with the family preparing to leave for their vacation in Paris. The bigger kids are actually tormenting the heck out of poor Kevin McAllister, who is 8 years old, and trying desperately to steer clear from the others. He goes in to see where his mom is, and she happens to be on the phone. He had just tried to watch a movie, but his uncle kicked him out of the room after saying that he was too small to watch the movie. And the movie wasn't a good one. So Kevin goes to his mother to complain, and his mother tells him to get out of the room. And he tells her to hang up the phone and make me, why don't you? Well, then his dad comes in the room and asks about a cord for his razor. But she said Kevin's mother says she didn't have time to go get one. So he said, what am I supposed to do in Paris? And she suggests he grow a goatee, since that's the end thing for Parisians this time of year, I guess. Anyway, then she hands Kevin off to him. And Kevin and his dad leave the room after he picks him up in his arms. He hands Kevin off to his aunt after there was a funny exchange between the two. And then his aunt says, "You're getting so big," and then sets him down on his feet. Then later on, the kids start tormenting him again. And he freezes up when he says he thinks about having to pack his own bags for the trip. Well, meanwhile, the pizza guy's downstairs waiting for his pay, but Kevin's mom soon remedies the situation, and everything's fine on that end. But there's also what appears to be a police officer downstairs too, who keeps trying to speak to the kids and the parents about who's going to be, if anyone's going to be home over Christmas. And then finally, Kevin's dad shows up there and says, no, they're all going to Paris for the holidays. And the policeman is like, okay, that sounds great. You don't worry about a thing. We'll guard your house as if it were ours. Kevin's dad just smiles a questioning grin and then walks away. And all you see is that policeman with a big evil grin on his face. That cop winds up being one of two bandits named Harv and his buddy, who is thinner than him, as well as taller, Marv. They're known as the Sticky Bandits. Or is it the Wet Bandits? I forget which. Anyway, The family the family is set to leave in the morning for their trip. And everyone's all excited, but Kevin really isn't, because he wants to go someplace with. He wants to stay home pretty much and have a family Christmas at home. But because of Kevin's troublemaking older brother, Buzz, Kevin winds up in trouble anyway over a disagreement with the pizza that they had ordered for dinner. Because Kevin wanted a cheese pizza, but everybody ate his cheese pizza. Anyway, they wind up going to bed that night after Kevin is sent upstairs into the attic where he would be sleeping on the pull-out couch. Or the pull-out bed, I mean. But he was expecting his cousin Fuller, played by Mulcahy's real-life brother, Kieran. He thought they would be sharing the same bed, but I guess something happened at the last minute and he didn't. He wound up sleeping downstairs with the rest of them. I'm guessing because if Fuller has too much to drink at night, he'll wet the bed. Anyway, they did wind up, that night, there was a windstorm that happened, and it blew out the electricity in the phone lines. So they weren't able to get up on time whenever the airport van showed up to take them to the airport. They made it, just barely, but because of a slight issue with a bratty neighborhood kid showing up, he was accidentally counted in Kevin's place. Kevin was still upstairs asleep. They left without him to the airport. Kevin came down a few minutes later looking for everybody, and then he kept looking around the house for them, and then realized they weren't there. The family had left without him. The parents decided to leave the kids and coach, and they all took first class seats in the front to treat themselves. Well, let's just say by the end of the movie, the mom was taught a very valuable lesson. One, and that was actually to count the family members yourself and see to it that you saw the kids' faces before you leave the house. I felt so bad for poor Kevin by the end of the movie, because all he wanted was to stay home and have Christmas with his family, with them all being nice to each other, especially to him. But I gotta admit, that kid could really take care of himself in a pinch. And yes, the money he used was his brother's. This was a good movie, and I really enjoyed it. And as you can tell, I do consider this a Christmas movie, so this was day one of Countdown to Christmas. Let me see here. Check out what's for day two. Day number 2 will be A Very Brady Christmas. There was a few of the movies and specials that didn't make the list. I'm looking to see if Little Drummer Boy's on here. I don't think it is, because Randy said it didn't need to be. No, it's not. Okay, that's among the honorable mentions. So tomorrow we'll be doing A Very Brady Christmas with Robert Reed, Florence Henderson, Jennifer Runyon playing adult Cindy, who has taken over for Susan Olsen in that movie. Anyway, we will catch you guys tomorrow. Happy holidays. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.